Whales, the majestic giants of the ocean, are among the most iconic creatures on Earth. But have you ever wondered how these enormous marine mammals came to be? How did they evolve from land-dwelling creatures to the colossal beings we know today? In this video, we will uncover the fascinating journey of whales, beginning with their surprising land-dwelling ancestors. Millions of years ago, the ancestors of whales roamed the land, looking very different from the aquatic giants we are familiar with today. The story begins with a creature called Pakicetus. This early ancestor of the whale lived around 50 million years ago during the Eocene epoch in what is now Pakistan. Pakicetus was a land mammal with the body structure of a wolf-like creature, resembling a small four-legged land animal. Despite its wolf-like appearance, Pakicetus was actually a member of the Artiodactyla group, which today includes animals like hippos and cattle. Surprisingly, this seemingly ordinary land mammal would eventually evolve into the giant aquatic creatures we now recognize as whales. The evolutionary connection between Pakicetus and modern whales is a fascinating glimpse into how species can adapt to drastically different environments over millions of years. Unlike modern whales, Pakicetus was an herbivore and primarily lived on land. But as climate changes and environmental pressures intensified, these early creatures began to venture closer to the water, seeking refuge from predators and the harsh conditions on land. In the next part of this video, we'll explore the first signs of Pakicetus's evolution into a semi-aquatic life and how its descendants began to adapt to an increasingly aquatic environment. As time passed, the descendants of Pakicetus began to undergo significant transformations, adapting to life in the water. The evolutionary journey of whales took a crucial turn when the next ancestor, Pakicetus, emerged around 48 million years ago. Known as the walking whale, Pakicetus was an amphibious creature, showing the first clear signs of the transition from land to water. Pakicetus still retains some features of its land ancestors, such as strong limbs and a long dog-like snout. However, its limbs began to change, becoming more adapted for swimming. Its feet developed into paddles, and its body grew longer and more streamlined, enhancing its ability to move through water. It is believed that Pakicetus could move in both water and on land, but it spent much of its time in aquatic environments, where it hunted for fish and other prey. One of the key evolutionary innovations that marked Pakicetus was its development of a specialized, thickened middle ear bone. This adaptation was crucial for underwater hearing, helping the animal detect sounds in its new aquatic environment. The structure of the ear in Pakicetus is considered an early precursor to the sophisticated hearing systems found in modern whales, allowing them to navigate and hunt in the water by relying on sound. In addition to its hearing adaptations, Pakicetus had a relatively dense skeleton that helped it stay submerged in water. This adaptation was essential for a creature transitioning from land to water, enabling it to move with greater ease in aquatic habitats. The development of these features marked a key milestone in the evolution of whales, leading to further aquatic adaptations in the species that followed. As the centuries passed, the descendants of Pakicetus would continue to refine their swimming abilities and evolve into fully aquatic creatures. Next, we will dive deeper into the continued evolution of these early whales and explore the rise of true cetaceans in the coming millions of years. As millions of years passed, the ancestors of Pakicetus continued their journey towards full adaptation to life in the water. The next crucial step in this evolutionary process came with the rise of Pakicetus, a semi-aquatic mammal that showed more advanced features for underwater living. Pakicetus, which lived around 45 million years ago, was an important step in the transition from the amphibious Pakicetus to more specialized, fully aquatic creatures. This animal retained some characteristics of its land ancestors, such as relatively strong legs and a long body, but its body shape was becoming more adapted to a life spent swimming. The limbs were shorter than its predecessors and more streamlined, helping it navigate through the water with greater ease. One of the key adaptations seen in Pakicetus was the development of a more powerful tail, which likely helped propel it through water. Additionally, the creature's nostrils began to shift upwards, similar to the position found in modern whales. This change was essential for breathing when partially submerged in water, allowing for more efficient respiration. Around 43 million years ago, Another significant step in whale evolution occurred with the appearance of Pakicetus, one of the earliest true cetaceans. Pakicetus was now more fully aquatic than its predecessors, with its limbs further modified into flipper-like structures. The body of Pakicetus was also becoming more streamlined, allowing for better movement in the water. What makes Pakicetus particularly important is that it represents a transitional form between the semi-aquatic creatures, like Pakicetus, and the fully aquatic whales that would follow. The structure of its limbs, head, and body were all becoming more specialized for aquatic life, but it still had the ability to come ashore, likely to rest or breed, much like modern seals. By the time Pakicetus roamed the earth, whales were beginning to take on the characteristics we associate with them today. Their bodies were more streamlined, their limbs adapted to swimming, and they were increasingly reliant on the aquatic environment for survival. In the following section, we will explore the next stage of whale evolution, where these animals evolved into true marine predators, adapting further to an entirely underwater lifestyle. As whale ancestors continued to evolve, the next major step in their journey towards becoming fully aquatic creatures came with the appearance of animals like Pakicetus and Dorudon, which marked the beginning of the fully aquatic whales we recognize today. These creatures, which lived around 40 million years ago, represent a dramatic shift from their earlier semi-aquatic ancestors, moving closer to the true ocean-dwelling giants we see today. Pakicetus was a truly remarkable creature. It had a long, serpentine body, measuring up to 60 feet in length, with small hind limbs that were nearly useless for locomotion. Unlike its ancestors, Pakicetus no longer needed to come ashore regularly and was fully adapted to life in the water. Its body was now completely streamlined, making it an efficient swimmer. Pakicetus could likely reach speeds necessary to catch its prey in the open ocean, and its long, flexible body allowed it to maneuver in the water with ease. One of the most striking features of Pakicetus was its tail, which had evolved into a powerful fluke-like structure, a hallmark of modern whales. This tail helped propel it through the water with immense force, allowing it to move swiftly and efficiently. Dorudon, a smaller relative of Pakicetus, also shared many of these features. However, Dorudon had even more pronounced adaptations for aquatic life, such as a more streamlined body, larger flippers, and a tail adapted for powerful swimming. Dorudon also had a more advanced hearing system with a highly specialized ear structure that enabled it to detect underwater sounds, much like modern cetaceans. This ability to hear underwater was crucial for hunting and navigating in the ocean's vast, dark depths. These early fully aquatic whales were no longer simply hunting in shallow coastal waters. They had adapted to life in the open ocean, where they faced a new set of challenges, including larger predators and an ever-changing environment. Their primary food sources included smaller marine creatures like fish, squid, and other marine life, which they hunted with incredible efficiency. Despite their advanced adaptations, Pakicetus and Dorudon were still far from the immense, baleen filter-feeding giants of the modern whale lineage. However, their evolutionary legacy paved the way for the development of more specialized forms, including the modern sperm whale and the larger baleen whales like the blue whale. The transition from land-dwelling creatures like Pakicetus to these fully aquatic giants is one of the most fascinating stories in evolutionary history. In the next section, we will explore the final chapter of this journey, as the modern baleen and toothed whales evolved, dominating the oceans with their extraordinary size, intelligence, and specialized feeding strategies. The journey from land-dwelling ancestors to the majestic, ocean-dwelling giants we recognize today reached its pinnacle with the evolution of modern whales. After millions of years of adaptation, whales have become the most powerful and largest creatures on Earth. The transition to fully aquatic life was marked by significant changes in both anatomy and behavior, allowing these animals to thrive in the vast and diverse environments of the world's oceans. Around 34 million years ago, the evolutionary lineage of whales split into two major groups: the odontocetes, toothed whales, and the mysticetes, baleen whales. These two groups evolved distinct features that would define their roles in the ocean for millions of years to come. 1. The rise of toothed whales. Odontocetes. The toothed whales, which include dolphins, orcas, and sperm whales, evolved specialized features that made them incredibly effective predators. One of the most striking characteristics of Odontocetes is their echolocation ability, a sophisticated system that allows them to navigate and hunt in the dark, murky depths of the ocean. Using high-frequency sound waves emitted through their melon, a mass of fat in their heads, they can locate prey with incredible precision. This ability is akin to a sonar system, allowing them to detect objects, prey, and even other whales in their surroundings. In addition to echolocation, toothed whales developed a more advanced brain compared to their ancestors, enabling complex social behaviors, communication, and cooperative hunting strategies. Their teeth also evolved to suit their predatory lifestyles, with sharp, conical teeth designed to catch and hold on to slippery prey, like fish, squid, and other marine animals. Among the most famous toothed whales is the sperm whale, the largest of all the toothed whale species, known for its massive head and highly developed echolocation. The sperm whale's diet consists mainly of large squid, including the elusive giant squid, which it hunts in the deep ocean. These whales can dive to incredible depths, using their echolocation to navigate and hunt in pitch-black waters. 2. The evolution of baleen whales. Mystichetes. In contrast to toothed whales, baleen whales evolved a completely different method of feeding: filter feeding. Instead of teeth, these whales developed baleen plates made of keratin, the same material as human hair and nails, which they use to filter plankton, krill, and small fish from large volumes of water. To feed, a baleen whale will take in a huge mouthful of water, then close its mouth and use its tongue to push the water out through the baleen plates, trapping small organisms to be swallowed. This method of feeding allowed baleen whales to grow to enormous sizes, as they could consume vast amounts of food in a short period. Baleen whales, such as the blue whale, are the largest animals ever known to have lived, reaching lengths of up to 100 feet and weighing as much as 200 tons. These giants can sustain themselves by feeding on massive swarms of krill, small shrimp-like creatures that are abundant in the ocean. In addition to their feeding adaptations, baleen whales have also evolved streamlined bodies that allow them to travel great distances in the open ocean. Their large flippers and powerful tails enable them to move efficiently, while their dorsal fins and lack of necks further reduce drag, making them one of the most efficient swimmers in the animal kingdom. 3. The modern whale's success. Today, whales are not only the largest animals on Earth, but also some of the most intelligent and social animals in the ocean. They communicate with each other using complex vocalizations, and many species, such as orcas, are known for their strong family bonds and cooperative hunting techniques. These adaptations have allowed whales to dominate the oceans, with some species traveling thousands of miles during migrations to find food and mate. Modern whales also play a crucial role in the health of marine ecosystems. As apex predators, they help maintain the balance of ocean life by regulating populations of prey species. In addition, their feeding activities contribute to nutrient cycling, which supports the growth of plankton, the foundation of the marine food chain. The evolution of whales is a testament to the incredible power of natural selection and adaptation. From the small, land-dwelling Pakicetus to the massive blue whale, the journey of whale evolution is one of the most extraordinary transformations in the animal kingdom. The journey of whale evolution is nothing short of extraordinary. From their humble beginnings as land-dwelling ancestors like Pakicetus, these incredible animals have undergone millions of years of transformation, gradually adapting to life in the water. Through each stage of evolution, whales developed unique traits and abilities that allowed them to thrive in diverse and often harsh environments, eventually becoming the largest and most powerful animals ever to live on Earth. Today, whales are not just magnificent creatures of the ocean, they are a living testament to the power of adaptation and survival. Their evolution showcases the intricate and often surprising paths that life can take when species are faced with the challenges of their environment. Whether it's the development of specialized hearing systems like Pakicetus or the sophisticated filter feeding techniques of modern baleen whales, each step in the whale's evolutionary history represents a monumental leap forward in the animal kingdom. As we continue to study these magnificent creatures, we learn more not only about the past, but also about the ongoing processes that shape the life forms of our planet. The story of whale evolution is far from over, as these animals continue to adapt to the changing conditions of our oceans, making them a crucial part of the Earth's ecosystems. In closing, the evolutionary history of whales is a powerful reminder of how life can evolve and adapt over vast stretches of time. From the land to the sea, whales have proven that survival is not just about size or strength, but about finding ways to thrive in ever-changing environments. The story of the whale is a story of resilience, transformation, and the never-ending quest for survival in the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through time. Be sure to stay tuned for more stories about the incredible evolution of the animals that share our world.